GeopByte.
Welcome to GeopByte. Hi students. In the previous video, we have completed up to example problem 6. In this video, let us cover to estimate products and exercise number 1.3 second problem up to first two questions. Now, let us see to estimate products, right? So, to estimate products means let us take any two numbers as 19 and 78. Right? These are my two numbers. Now, first I will round off these two numbers to the nearest tens. Right? So, 19 becomes 20. Right? This 19 becomes 20 and the 78 becomes 80. So, these are the nearest tens of these numbers and we rounded off them. Now, see, the approximate value we get will be below 2000. Right? 2000. So, see, we have 20 into 80 and I am guessing that the approximate value which I get by multiplying these two numbers will be less than 2000. Let us multiply and see. We have 20 into 80. 0 into 0, 0. 0 into 2, 0. 8 into 0, 0. 8 2s are 16. So, 0, 0, 1, 6. We got 1600, the value which is less than 2000. Right? So, what is my estimation is correct. Now, let us take another two numbers, 63 and 128. Now, if you see, I will round off these two numbers to the nearest hundreds. Previously, we have rounded off to nearest tens. Now, I will round off to nearest hundreds. So, 63 will be rounded off to 100 and 128 will be rounded off to 100. So, 100 into 100. Let us multiply 100 into 100. 0 into 0, 0. 0 into 0, 0. 0 into 1, also 0. Again 0 into 0, 0. 0 into 0, 0. 0 into 1 is also 0. Again we have 1. 1 into 0, 0. 1 into 0, 0. Finally 1 into 1 is nothing but 1. So what we got? 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. We got 10,000. But it seems like this is more than the actual value. Right? So it is better to round off these numbers to tens. Nearest tens. So 63 becomes 60 and 128 becomes 130. So multiplying these two numbers will be more accurate. Means the answer will be approximately near more than this. Right? This is so far. Now let us see exercise number 1.3. In that the first question is estimate each of the following using general rule. Right? So, below we have some questions. Let us estimate the given numbers using general rule. Right? The first question is we have 730 plus 998. First, let us round off these numbers to their nearest value. So, 730 will be rounded off to 700, right? 730 will be rounded off to 700. I am rounding off using hundreds, right? I am rounding off to the nearest hundreds. And 998 can be rounded off to 1000. Right? 998 can be rounded off to 1000. Now if you see, let us add these two numbers, 700 plus 1000. Now 0 plus 0, 0, 0 plus 0, 0, 7 plus 0, 7 and 1, we got 1700. So 730 plus 998 is equal to 700 plus 1000, which we got the answer as 1700 is our approximate estimated value. Right? Now let us see second one. We have 796 minus 314. First, let us round off to the nearest hundreds. 796 can be rounded off to 800 and 314 can be rounded off to 300. Right? 796 is rounded off to 800 and 314 can be rounded off to 300. Now we need to subtract. So 800 minus 300. 0 minus 0, 0. 0 minus 0, 0. 8 minus 3, 5. We got 500. So 796 minus 314 is equal to 800 minus 300. We got an approximate value of 500. Right? So we got an approximate value 500 for these numbers. Now let us see third one. We have 12,904 plus 2,888. First let us round off to the nearest numbers, that is 12,904 can be rounded off to 13,000. Right? We have rounded off to the nearest 100, that is 13,000. Now 2,888 is rounded off to 3,000. If you see, we have 904. 904 is nothing but more than 500. More than 500 means we need to go to the next one. So we have written 13,000. And here also we have 888. 888 is more than 500. So we have written the next one, which is 3,000. What we need to do? We need to add. So let us add 13,000 plus 3,000. 0 plus 0, 0. 0 plus 0, 0. 0 plus 0 again 0. 3 plus 3, 6. And 1, we got 16,000. So 12,904 plus 2,888 is equal to 13,000 plus 3,000. Right? We got the answer as 16,000. That is approximately nearest value we got 16,000. Right? Now let us see fourth one. We have 28,292 minus 21,496. Let us round off to the nearest numbers. So 28,292 will be rounded off to 28,000. And 21,496 will be rounded off to 21,000. Because see, we have rounded off to the nearest hundreds because we have 292 here, right? 292 is below 500. Below means we will take the previous one. So we got 28,000. And here we have 496. 496 is also below 500. So we got 21,000. Right? Now we need to subtract 28,000 minus 21,000. 0 minus 0, 0. 0 minus 0, 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. 8 minus 1 is 7. 2 minus 2 is 0. We got 7,000. So, 28,292 minus 21,496 is equal to 28,000 minus 21,000, which is giving you 7,000. So 7,000 is the approximate value which we get by rounding off the numbers to these numbers, and we got the nearest value 7,000. Now let us see 10 more such examples. See, here I have taken 10 more such examples. Let us see one by one. The first one is 330 plus 280, right? 330 will be rounded off to 300 and 280 also will be rounded off to 300, right? These are nearer numbers to 300. If you see, 300 plus 300 is 600. Right? That is an approximate answer for these values. Now let us see second one. We have 3,937 plus 5,990. Right? So here 937 is above 500. Means it is rounded off to 4,000. Now 5,990. 990 is above 500, so it is rounded off to 6,000. 4,000 plus 6,000 gives you 10,000. Right? Now let us see third one. We have 6,392 minus 3,772. If you see, here 392 is less than 500. So, we need to write 6,000 only minus here 772 is more than 500. So, we need to write 4,000. 6,000 minus 4,000 is 2,000. Now, let us see fourth one. We have 5,440 minus 2,972. Right? So, here 440 is less than 500. It can be written as only 5,000 minus we have 972. 972 is more than 500. So, this can be written as 3,000. Now, 5,000 minus 3,000 is nothing but 2,000. Now, let us see fifth one. We have 2,175 plus 1,206, right? So, 2,175. 175 is less than 500. So, it can be written as 2,000 plus, we have 1,206. 206 is less than 500. So, it is nothing but 1,000. Now, 2,000 plus 1,000 is equal to 3,000. Now, let us see sixth one. We have 1,110 minus 1,292, right? So, 1,110 can be rounded off to 1,000, right? Directly we can say 1,000, and 1,292 is also rounded to 1,000 only. right? This 110 is below 500 and 292 is also below 500. So we have written the previous one, 1000 and 1000 is nothing but 0. 1000 minus 1000, 0. Now let us see 7th one. We have 910 plus 572. 910 is rounded off to 900 plus 572 is rounded off to 600. 900 plus 600 gives you 1500 or 1500. Now let us see 8th one. We have 6400 minus 4900. 400 is less than 500. So it is written as 6000 minus 4900. 900 is more than 500. So it is written as 5000. Now 6000 minus 5000 is 1000. Now let us see 9th one. We have 3731 plus 1300. Right? 731 is above or more than 500. So it is written as 4000 plus 1300. It is nothing but 1000 only because 300 is less than 500. Now 4000 plus 1000 is equal to 5000. Now let us see the last example, that is the 10th one. We have 6485 minus 4319. Right? Here we have 485. 485 is less than 500. So it is written as 6000 minus 4319. It is written as 4000 only as 319 is less than 500. Now 6000 minus 4000 is nothing but 2000. So we have solved the 10 examples by rounding off the numbers and estimated the values. Now let us see second question. Give a rough estimate by rounding off to nearest hundreds and also closer estimate by rounding off to nearest tens. Right? So we have few questions given below. Let us make the numbers to their nearest hundreds and tens rounding offs. Right? The first question is 439 plus 334 plus 4317. Now if you see, now let us round off to first let us round off to tens. Right? So 439 becomes 440. I am rounding off to tens. So 439 becomes 440. 334 becomes 330 plus 4317 becomes 4320. Now what will be the answer? 440 plus 330 is 770. 770 plus 4320. Right? So 4320 plus 770. 0. 7 plus 2 9. 7 plus 3 10. Write 0 here and carry 1 here. 4 plus 1 5. So 5090 is the estimated answer when we round off to the nearest tens. Now let us round off to the nearest hundreds. So round off to hundreds. Now if you see, 439 is rounded off to 400 because 39, right? 39 will be less than 50. So it will be rounded off to 400 only plus 334. 34 is also less than 50. So it is rounded off to 300. Right? Now plus we have 4317. 317 is less than 500. So it is rounded off to 4000 only. Now let us add 400 plus 300, 700. 700 plus 4000 is nothing but 4700. So we rounded off to tens and hundreds and found out the estimated answers. Right? Now let us see second one. We have 1,08,734 minus 47,599. First, let us round off to tens. Right? Tens. So 1,08,734 will become 1,08,730 because 34 will be nearer to 30 rather than 40. So 1,08,730 minus 47,599. It is rounded off to 47,600. Right? 599 is closer to 600. Now, let us subtract. See, 1,08,730 minus 47,600 gives you 61,130. Right? Now, let us round off to hundreds. Now, see, 1,08,734 is rounded off to 1,08,700 because, see, this 34 will be less than 50. So, 1,08,700 minus 47,599 is written as 47,600. Right? We rounded off to nearest hundreds. Now if we subtract, we get 61,100. The remaining topics will be covered in the next video. You are welcome to contact us on Telegram to clarify your doubts regarding these topics. Check out the link in the description. Thank you for watching. Please do like, share, comment and subscribe to GeopByte.
GeopByte.